Hey romance readers, and welcome back to Hearts and Paperbacks. Today we're diving into a steamy, dangerous Highlander romance that will have you swooning over Highlanders and bold heroines. I'm talking about Taken by the Cruel Highlander by Marianna. We have ruthless warriors, dark obsessions, and fierce romance that all come together and collide. So buckle up because this one is intense. Let's get into it. So grab your drink and let's talk about it. Taken by the Cruel Highlander is actually set in the Highlands. I really want to go to Scotland one day. The story kicks off with Molly. She's a nun, but she wants to run away because someone actually put her there and it wasn't her choice. She definitely has had it rough. Think about a Bridgerton scandal, but way darker. She pretty quickly in the book manages to run away, but she falls into the hands of a Highlander laird by the name of Kieran. And let me just tell you, this guy is not just brooding, he's straight up dark and dangerous. By Kieran's first description, I was personally sold. I want to know more about this alpha male and what will actually happen. He's a man whose life revolves around war, and that shifts the moment that Molly actually entered his life. I think that he pretty quickly became obsessed with her, and in his effort to make sure that she was safe, that English woman that entered his life, he just wanted her to be okay and I guess happy in some level, because he was looking for a husband for her. But it became pretty apparent from the start that nobody was good enough for her except from him, which was a big surprise, but not really, because it was a really alpha male fashion that he actually managed to say to her, you know what, he's not good enough, but I'm right here and I'm alert, so what can you do? And now that I had a sip of my chamomile, let's move to the tropes. We definitely have the classic grumpy sunshine dynamic here. Kieran is the brooding, seemingly cold hero that has gone through war, and his priority is to protect his clan no matter what. Where we have Molly, and she's sunshine, and she definitely brings warmth and light into his life. We also definitely have forced proximity here because they're thrown together while she is running from the convent. She runs into Kieran. They have to get home together to Kieran's home. So this journey brings them together for sure. And it's, I think, where Kieran actually realized that Molly cannot just marry anybody, but someone like him. Which brings us to the marriage of convenience, because it definitely adds a layer of depth to the forced proximity. Certainly, we go from just an attraction and the proximity to something more, to the marriage, which is absolutely fire for me. I love when we have not an insta love, but something that the relationship builds up to. And let's just say that once they're bound by vows, sparks fly. Fans of the Kiss Thief by L.J. Sen or the Twisted Pride series by Cora Riley will eat this book up. Moving to the characters, we definitely have some great characters here. I love that Molly is not your wallflower. She's actually trying to do something and get herself out of the situation that she's in. And she's definitely an intriguing character, where she might seem as fragile or just a damsel in distress. She's so much more than that, because when she comes upon Kieran and they start this banter between them, she can really stand up for herself and for her beliefs, and she's not at all intimidated by the brooding Highlander. Kieran, on the other hand, is really rough around the edges. He is scarred by war. He will give you, or at least it gave me, some Jamie Fraser from the Outlander vibes. But underneath all this brutality, he is a man fighting with his own emotions. And That is an arc that is resolved when he actually admits his feelings for Molly. This is actually something that I like about the characters because they grow throughout the story, and because Kieran understands that love is not about control, and in return Molly manages to balance her independence and her feelings for Kieran. I have a slight issue with the story. There were moments when Kieran was too possessive for me. I get that, yes, we're dealing with an alpha hero here, of course. There were times when Kieran's control was a bit overwhelming for me, and that Molly's resilience in those parts was lacking. But yes, she stood her ground, of course, but those instances really did something for me there. I wanted her to push back just a little bit more and not just give in, to the fact that he said, we will marry, and that was that. Overall, Taken by the Cruel Highlander was a wild ride for me. We have passion, we have danger, and some really steamy scenes. It's definitely a book that will reel you in with the rugged mystery of the Highlands, but you will stay hooked for the fiery romance. If you're a fan of Highlander romances with the brooding alpha hero with a dark side, then this book delivers. As for the spicy level, I'm gonna give this like a 2.5 out of 5 in the spicy meter. Because yes, we have heat and we have tension and chemistry, but it's not the most explicit book I've ever read. Definitely not. So that was my take on Taken by the Highlander by Mandy McKenna. Let me know what you think. Do you love intense reads with alpha males, or you would like the intensity to be toned down a bit? Drop a comment below, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another book review. In the meantime, keep reading and stay passionate. Bye!